The next few months are going to simply change your life, and here's why. Because we're setting up for a blue circled retest, and historically we have seen that these retests do enable further upside in the midterm, but also if we're extending that time frame in the more longer term as well. So subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future. Let's dive into the video. Like this video if you enjoy altcoin videos. Let's dive right into it, because this is essentially the path we've seen in the past play out, not once, not twice, but already we're seeing that we are already ticking the boxes historically. We've seen this green circled retest become successful right over here, and here as well. The yellow circled retest, it took a bit of a longer time than in the past, but still it's ticking the boxes. We got that yellow circled retest. Here we're getting that blue circled retest right over here. This is what's happened in the past. Fantastic, pulling back into this blue level for a support retest before springboarding back into this red region of resistance. So we could see pulling back into the blue level in the coming weeks before springboarding towards the red level once again. That's a 25% increase in altcoin market cap, and that's going to be a phenomenal thing to see in the market, because altcoin valuations are going to increase wildly. Of course, if we look at this red region of resistance right over here, we do see rejection. We've seen rejection take place in this red candle, for instance, right over here. This upside wick rejected from the red region of resistance, got us back into the blue level before springboarding back up and even overextending to the $425 billion range here. That was the case as well here in 2021. The midpoint of mid 2021, where we rebound from blue, reject from red, get back into blue before rallying higher to get that yellow, or at least this light blue circled rally to 425 billion. So the next pathway could be something like this, where we pull back into blue, rally towards the red region of resistance, and it's there that we could see a point of rejection across the altcoin market and getting us closer into the blue level once again, where we'll be able to hold and springboard back into the red level. So this is the new range where we're going to be seeing up and down volatility for the altcoin market, but for the time being we're going to see upside, maybe then some downside around the halving event and shortly after it, but overall that's all going to serve as fuel to get us to this light blue circled retest area. And who knows, we might even be able to reclaim this level of resistance as a new support, because that's what's happened in the previous cycles. Stay tuned for future videos on that. But because we're going to see upside in the few weeks, it's because of the pre-halving rally phase that we're seeing here for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is rallying quite substantially. Ethereum has seen 47% increase in this month alone, rallying to this major resistance area. But let's see if it's able to claim it as a new support before the month is done. But 47% in 1 month is spectacular, which just showcases to us that Bitcoin and large caps like Ethereum are already rallying and taking center stage. There's new capital inflow and influx into these assets, which only means that with time, we're going to see this capital influx flow down, circulate into smaller and smaller altcoins. And this is where you can really build your portfolio quite substantially and experience significant gains when this money flow occurs later on in the coming weeks. And if we're seeing altcoin market cap increase, we're going to see these small altcoins also take center stage. So when we look at a 25% increase in altcoin market cap, that also means that these players here are going to be rallying quite substantially, bringing that altcoin market cap up as well. And these are just things that are aligning with the altcoin Q1 hype cycle, where we rally from a period of lowest hype and low prices for altcoins right over here. Midpoint through the Q1, we're going to start seeing expansion for these altcoins. All these metrics are pointing towards the upside for that to happen in the coming weeks. So we're currently here just before the liftoff phase. Maybe we're just seeing the very beginnings of lifting off, but we're already seeing that prices are going to start skyrocketing across the market for altcoins, and there's nothing else we can do about it and just try to participate to the best of our ability. So we'll be talking about a few altcoins here. Polkadot has rallied from what is essentially a historical resistance area back in 2022 and 2023. Now it's a support region, which has enabled this flagging structure that we're already trying to break out beyond. So once we're able to break beyond this black 860 level here and perform some sort of a monthly close and retest it as a new support, contrary to what we saw in 2022, if we're able to see that right over here in this month or even in early March, then we're going to see a fantastic rally in Polkadot. Because if you think about this rally being the first one and this being the reaccumulation period, well, typically we tend to see a wave 1 be very similar to a wave 3. So we can make a 1-to-1 extension, which would see Polkadot rally to 1650 over time. So that's a fantastic extension to get excited about. That's just very textbook technical analysis. So breakout from this flag, and that's something we could look forward to for Polkadot. And Solana is also forming an ascending triangle. And this ascending triangle, once it's ready to break out, it will follow this blue path here. It's already up 46% since revisiting this region of support, and just notice that this was a region of support that has enabled fantastic upside before, but that was a bear market. We're going to see further upside in more of a sustainable and sustained fashion because we've only revisited this region and are holding the highs quite nicely, reaccumulating here in preparation for the next rally. So when Solana is ready, it's going to embark on this blue path quite comfortably. And what can we say about Fetch here? Fetch has already rallied to new all-time highs. We've seen that this major resistance has been broken quite nicely and easily, and this upside wicking region here, what was once a rejection point that prompted a bear market that was quite substantial, this level isn't really doing anything to price. We're already in price discovery for Fetch. And last altcoin here is Chainlink, reaccumulation period after a period of upside, and very similar to Polkadot. In fact, we've seen a wave 1 here, we've seen the reaccumulation structure, and now we've only just broke out from here. So we're trying to reclaim essentially this $19.30 level, and this wave 1 is going to simply transition into a wave 3 later on, which is going to get us over $30 over time. And that's just textbook technical analysis. So lots to look forward to when it comes to these altcoins, and the Altcoin Market Cap and the money flow cycle. All of these things are aligning for what's going to be expansion in the altcoin market. So the next few months are really going to change our lives. In the midterm, we're going to see upside, and in the long term, we're also going to see even more upside. So that's about it for today's video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future. Like this video if you enjoy content like this going forward. I'm Rekt Capital, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Speak to you soon.